Alright, so today we're gonna dive into locations. First one is Avaavaroa Passage, and second one is Papua Passage. Actually, we're not gonna dive in the passage, but rather we'll be outside the layer of the coral reefs. And today's the weather. Right now it's not so good, but the water is crystal clear.
So what are you gonna to dive the side? Dive side? What's the name? Avaavaroa Passage. Okay. And what's after this? No.
So during my 5-month stay in Cook Island, I have to finish 60 dive to get my master in diving in less than 3 months. But anyway, I did it because there were like COVID at the time, and there were not much people. I mean, only the tourists on the island that can dive. So pretty much, I am the only student every day, all the time. And I dive with the Pacific diver, and they've done a great job to instruct me doing things. Though I do dive in the same spot, relatively almost the same spots every day, including Anna's Anchor and Mai Tai or Coral Garden. And also I dive in fruits of Rarotonga a lot too, and that's to say a lot lagoon. And that's the lonely eagle ray swimming there. Actually, down in the Avaavaroa Passage, you will see like tons, I'm not kidding, tons of eagle ray in flocks of groups. There were like 40 or 50 each group. So many of them gathered in the bottom of the passage. Well, so diving overall in Cook Island is not something, in my opinion though, it's not something very attractive because there were not much fishes. Probably because it has to do with the geological side. It's based on sandy formation instead of coral rock. So, with the sandy bottom of the ocean, you don't see a lot of organisms or fishes down there. So most people dive here. The main reason is to see the whale, because the whale will gather here around November or October every year, around that time, several months around that time. But honestly, to see a whale is so freaking hard because the ocean is so big, and well, it's easier to spot them on the top of the water, but underneath the water, yeah, unless it swim into our diving location. Unless that, then it's really hard to just find one. Just see one. I guess you have to dive here like for years and years. So this location, this spot, actually with a medium strong, I wouldn't call it medium strong, or just slightly strong current. It's not like Anna's Anchor and Mai Tai where sometimes have no current at all. Very easy to dive. So here's a sea turtle, or just one. Actually, you will see it like tons of it in the passage, because they all gather in the passage where it has strong current, and it's just like a lot of fishes gathered there, like sharks, especially sharks and eagle ray and turtle. I think there's 3 main things to see in the passage. However, passage is somewhat dangerous because when the water all suck you out in one way, the current will be very strong and you will not be able to resist it. And what happens is water not only drag you out to the passage into the ocean, it will drag you down to the bottom of the passage, which is 40 meters deep. Good now, so we're heading back to ready to dive at the second location, which is the passage. just out of curiosity, I put down my camera down in the water so you can see it feels really deep down there. So right now the weather is pretty good. Now you can see the turquoise, crystal clear water. It's just like shining like diamonds. And gosh, I hate sometimes I don't have my lenses clear. That's sometimes with water on it, so it looks blurry. See how beautiful it is? It's just like a paradise totally, with really shallow water in the sand bottom. And the sand on the Cook Island is almost white. On Aitutaki is pure white. Is it pure white? Yeah, close to white. But Cook Island, Rarotonga's color would be a little bit yellow and fine graded sand. It's very comfortable and swim in the lagoon because as you see, there's no waves at all. During the good day, there's no waves. So the scenery, it feels like the world become one. The sky and the bottom ground all becomes one. Because you can see all the way to the horizon. It's amazing. Just lay on the beach, relax. Can spend a whole day there. Yet many of the dogs here, they know how to swim, and they're a pretty good swimmer. They can swim from the beach side of the lagoon all the way to the ocean, and they got all this area to run around. I'm very happy swim and running around in this paradise-like location. Mostly, I don't think there's stray dogs. There's some dogs that are running loose on the purpose. I'm not sure, but there are very few stray dogs. But anyway, general dogs on Cook Island, they are very mild. They maybe bark a lot during the night, but actually they are pussies. I'm telling you, they're pussy. They only bark at you, but they are scared to run towards you and bite you. That's what I found out, because I sometimes have to go back to my place where I stay during late nights without any lights, because I have to walk on the back road. And there would be like pack of dogs barking at me. The first 2 times I was kind of scared, but I knew dogs are kind of creature. They can sense your fear. And once they sense your fear, they will definitely get you. So what I did the first few times, I just ignored them and keep walking. But then later on, I played with those dogs, by acting aggressively back to them, and they are so freaking scared. That is funny. Later on, I even became friends with those dogs, so they don't bark at me at night that much anymore. Only the dog that does not know me, but I pet them and I get to know them. They are my friends. Okay, back to diving. So this is Papua Passage, outside layer of Papua Passage. Me and my crew. Honestly, not much to see down there. But to me, it's a Avaavaroa new site because I've never dived in the Papua Passage. You can see those coral reefs. These corals, they are pretty much the same type of coral as other places all around Rarotonga. They're this hard surface coral. I like the soft surface coral more because the soft one they have more colors. But the hard one, they do have color but not vivid. And you don't see the dynamic formation of them. Forming formation. It's a little bit boring to me. It's probably because I don't know where to look. I haven't dived that much. So here's another turtle you see. Well, gee, the turtle here, they don't really afraid of human. I guess because the tourists pack of tourists come and look at them and they are pretty used to people. About the sandy bottom, now you can see the horizon line. The horizon wave line of the sand is actually aligned with the wave. So you know that either direction, front and back, is either gonna take you to the shore or bring you far away from the shore. It's pretty relaxing and cool. Just lay at the bottom. So this is ghost coral, where you just touch it and it turns white. It's pretty cool, huh? Now we're ready to head back. We got the first dive Avaavaroa Passage, which is 24 meters. In Papua Passage we dived down to 19 meters. The first one is 30 minutes and the second one is about another 30 minutes as well. So overall it's fun dive. I had fun today, although I didn't see any whale. So thanks for watching.